You better don't be deceived. You better know what you are doing before you say you want to Japada. There are a lot of videos out there when people say, oh, they have Japada, this and this and this and that. Good and fine. Go and check almost all of them. They have obtained their passports. Why is it that they never Japada when they had not gotten their citizenship whether in the US, in the UK, in the Canada, and all of those good stuff? Why is it that they never jackpada when they've not gotten all of that? But as soon as they get their passports, they jackpada. And those who never had opportunity of going out will say, oh yes, it is true. It is this, it is this, it is that. Of course, we know that there are a lot of issues everywhere in the whole world, but they are not the same. They are not the same. We know the kind of lawlessness, especially when it comes to Nigeria, that we have. I saw some couple talking about it. Oh, they came back to Nigeria because in the US, oh, there's crime, there's this, there's that. I say, for real? And when I hear people say, oh, I cannot take my children abroad, I cannot do this abroad, I cannot do this, I cannot go, because of the moral decadence happening over there. And I said, the likes of Bobrisky, did he go outside Nigeria before he started all of that? The world is a global village as we speak now. The world is a global village. The lawlessness, like I said from the beginning in Nigeria, is unimaginable. It's unimaginable. Don't get me wrong. We have the good, the bad, and the ugly all over the place. We have good people in Nigeria, but unfortunately, their voices cannot be heard. They always talk, and when you have majority of people doing the wrong thing, it is very, very difficult. And you think that everybody is just bad when it comes to Nigeria. There is no place that you don't have corruption, but when you have a corruption in all those Western world, they try to hide it because they know it's a shameful thing. But what do we have in Nigeria is a lawless place. The highest whatever bidder or takes it, or the winner takes it, or when it comes to politics. You see the way and manner the politicians in our country, they come out with boldness. Before now, maybe little by little you see them trying to hide it. The politicians try to hide it. But what do we have these days? They will tell you, if you don't like it, go to court. Nothing will happen. Heaven will not fall. If you like, cry. Heaven will not fall. What are we talking about? Just like I said, if you know you want to Japada, you better do your due diligence. If you go and be listening to all those people who will just tell you, oh, we are tired, this and that. Oh, nobody sponsored us. Nobody asked us to go back, this and that. We just did it out of our own volition. They will not tell you the truth. Do your due diligence. But don't forget that they already got in their palio. I've never seen anybody who has not gotten his palio just go back unless there's a problem. They must have secured their paper. When they feel that it is not convenient again, they move. Recently, the Canadian government, what happened? They denied one of the top shots in Nigeria, the chief of defense staff. And Ribadu came. What is the position of that one, sef? He said to whatever with them. I say, oh, sure. Why can't they pay you now? Why can't they pay you? Have you ever seen any of all those politicians? Just like we're always talking about. Have you ever seen all those politicians in the Western world, fighting to come to Nigeria? When a place is good, just like some people usually make that what do they call it? That jokes with the Igbo people. That anywhere you go, you don't see an Igbo man there. I better run. Because they get mine to Chester. If it is a good place, the same way that reverses the case, you always see people, oh, I want to go to Canada, I want to go to the US, I'm going to the UK, Australia, all of those countries. All of those countries, everybody, they rush. Even as expensive as it is, people are still rushing there. Why is it that it cannot be the same? Even all those ordinary African countries, their citizens, why are they not rushing to our place? Because we always say we are the giants of Africa. That is how it ought to be. But unfortunately, we have seen people who are less than, the group of people who are less than 5%. making things very, very bad. They will tell you Nigeria is not working. You see that Nigeria is not working, but you see the politicians living lavishly. You hear that say, oh, the country is poor. They will go and borrow money. But how are they going to do it? They are going to share it among themselves. The money is in the hands of the few. Go and check all those ones say that they Japada. Of course, they don't make enough money, or maybe they have money, what is going on for them. Most of them are doing online stuff that they even get they get the money in dollars. They get the money in pounds in all their online whatever they are involved in. You can't even see, you might not even see them doing a physical business. Go and ask if they do physical business, that is what they depend on in the country. Forget about it. They won't do that. They will have some sort of like I said, some sort of a source of livelihood, source of income. Like now, like I said, the world is a global village. You see people, even people in Nigeria too, a lot of people are earning in dollars. So when they tell you the Japada, they already have their palio. So if you just go and be believing them at your own peril, I like you people, what you are saying, the Japada, this and that, it has changed my mindset. We know there's a crime everywhere, but they don't come out boldly the way we just do things like, nobody go owe me, I go steal money, I go do this, I go buy person, they cut person, human being, like saying now, wait till we just hear all those things. Wait till day inside. We have the case of what is it called? The case of Timi Lengi. Case of Timi, that one just happened recently. If it's in a saner environment, you see the way they treat the misbehavior of Ikere Madu with his wife. Take time. They do the within less than 1 year. They don't, if it's even up to that, they don't decide their matter. You can imagine if that kind of thing still in Nigeria. If that kind of person in Nigeria, you see the way they do handle them. You see the issue of Evans. Waiting happened till today. All the evidence is there. See Chidima's case. Many people like that. What is delaying? What is holding them back? Like I always talk about Nnamdi Kanu. You said Nnamdi Kanu this XYZ. What does it take? It's going to 4 years now that he has been held down. Are you telling me they're still doing investigation? What does it take to even decide his fate? If he has done something wrong, put him where he belongs. If he has not, release him. You are just keeping him hanging. And that's why you always hear him coming out to blast them. I'm sure very soon I will not even want to have I will not want to have a lawyer. I want to speak for himself, because the lawyers have tried. So like I said, if you want to be believing all these people, they say Japada, they don't gallant, or they don't hold themselves. If anything, if Kasala boss, if you go, no go, they go just this thing, they don't go back. You can't tell me say insecurity because of a moral upgrade. I have seen a lot of people who train their children. We have a lot of now. I always say we have that moral, and you can see the leaders. These leaders, they are not all these Gen Z. These are old people. So what went wrong that we see that lawlessness is the order of the day? You cannot even vouch for even an older person who is even 60 years, more than 60 years, that they should be able to coordinate the youth, but they are the ones you find them stealing and hearing about corruption here and there. So where are the morals? I've seen a lot of people abroad that you see, if you can't give what you don't have. The world is a global village. In as much you give all those children all those gadgets, all these phones and all of that, they will, if you don't put eye on them, they go misbehave. So if you think that is it Nigeria, you think the kind of moral that used to be, if I don't even believe there's any moral anywhere, because if there are those morals, these our politicians, all these elders or leaders who are now stealing, left, right, and center, they don't even care. And I see a lot of people, they gather themselves, they say they are politicians, and I would like, what are these guys discussing? See, everywhere, everything is just upside down. What have they brought to the table? How have they changed the narratives of the way things have been going, which we don't even like? Where are the morals, if they really have that morals? If you have what it takes anywhere in the world where you have that moral, you will instill that moral in the lives of the children. So guys, I just say, I saw these things just flying on the streets of internet. I say, let me just bring it to your notice and let's know what you think about it. So guys, let's have your take in the comment section. Thank you.